Hey there everyone, this is LuckySevenDX, welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. In the last episode, we did a little bit of exploring with Bowser and Mario and Luigi in Blubble Lake. We got sort of a turn with each of them, but we're going to focus on Bowser in this episode as we finish up Blubble Lake with this weird contraption in the middle of the lake. So obviously we're going to need a wind to blow out that propeller, because apparently propellers mean flying. I don't know about you, Bowser, but my propeller hats, you know, little hats that little kids wear, little propellers on top of them, they don't let me fly, but, you know, apparently, who knows. So what we're going to do, obviously, is we're going to sneeze again. This freaking minigame. I abhor it so much, but, you know, we have to do it, so, here we go. Time to basically spread more pollen throughout Bowser's nose. Just such a weird game. Like, arm stuff, yeah, that's okay. Okay, I can go with that. Leg stuff, yeah, that makes sense. You know, we're gonna enhance his legs. Sneezes? No, not so much. That's still kind of weird, but that's what we have to do. So if I hit those two down here, maybe we can get both of them. Can we get both of them? Really? I'm pretty sure that pollen hit that one, but you know, whatever. Apparently that one didn't. Somehow we got in there. I think that was sort of graphically glitched a little bit. Stay away from the bad pollen. Spiky pollen bad. Spiky pollen is bad. No. Ah! Freaking hate this part of the minigame because it's so hard to control Mario and Luigi. And sometimes they don't even spin the way you want because of the limitations of the touchscreen, but, you know, whatever. Well, not the limitations, it's just that, you know, there's like a zone you can slide across, and sometimes the slides just don't register properly, and then you just sort of sit here like this, and then you die. I couldn't move. I was trying to slide, and I couldn't move. And then I got comboed by the spike pollen, and now I'm dead. Luckily, you don't lose like 20 coins there, and like I said last time, we're super wealthy right now. We're at like 5,000 something coins. I don't think we need more of this, so I'm going to cut ahead to the second time that I die, because I just can't do this properly. Anyway, one final cut to the part where I actually hopefully get it this time. I'm going to actually do the whole section this time. Just freaking pollen is just freaking pollen. I hate this stuff. I keep getting hit. Alright, we're still at like, you know, 5,000 something coins though, so probably not, I mean, it's not really that big a deal. It's more just a time waster than anything. It's not supposed to like drain your coins that much. It's just a nuisance, that's all. So we'll just keep hitting this, keep avoiding the spiky shit. And there we go. It's time, Bowser, do your sneeze! Because, you know, apparently you can sneeze with this much force without killing yourself. You know, sneezing with the force of a hurricane. What are you, Superman, Bowser? If you have this much power, how are you always losing to Mario and Luigi? Just saying. I'm pretty sure I made that joke, but whatever. It's a giant dude castle! Okay, that's new, and no, Bowser, run. Bowser, do your little slide punch. Get out of there. Don't be stupid. Well, shit, Bowser's dead. And you know what that means, guys. I kind of mentioned this last episode, but a lot of Bowser's fights are going to end up being giant Bowser fights. And, well, we have gotten ourselves to one of them giant Bowser fights. So giant Bowser fight number 2, here we go. Except first we have to forward the channels of adrenaline because, you know, this game isn't full of enough minigames. Then again, I like the minigames. I like how they sort of, you know, have these minigames sort of everywhere throughout them. There's just a couple really annoying ones, like the nose one. That one's just stupid, but teach their own. There's probably someone out there who's like, I freaking love the nose minigame. I save my files at this point. I just sit there and play the nose minigame for hours because I just love pollen. And, you know, if that's your kind of thing, then, you know, more power to you. That's cool with me. I personally like this one the best. I always like these little, you know, top-down shooter things, like Galactica and stuff like that. Always a lot of fun. So these ones are just always really entertaining for me. But you know, there's just lots of different mini games. They sort of have them all evenly sparsed up throughout this. I mean, one of the staples of the Mario and Luigi series has always been the mini games, and that was actually something Partners in Time really did lack on. They did not have many mini games to play. There's a lot of mini games in Superstar Saga for sure, and there's a lot of ones in this one game, obviously. I guess arguably the Superstar Saga ones were the best. These ones are still a little simplistic, I suppose. But the part really. Anyway, the Partners in Time, like, there wasn't really any Partners in Time at all besides that one UFO game, which was really stupid. I'm sure there's other ones that were there that I'm completely forgetting. But they weren't anything that was, like, you know, too important. So, I don't know, the minigames, they make things interesting. They sort of divide up, you know, the sort of RPG toil where you're just sitting there grinding. You know, it adds some variety. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for, variety to the game. Anyway, now that we've completed about the adrenaline thing, it's time for us to find... This guy's weird! He's like, what if Dr. Eggman and Ronald McDonald had a child or something like that. I don't know. This guy looks really just the weirdest freaking tower ever, and he's a propeller on his head. He's like a little kid, and he's like little his legs are like plungers. This is definitely like the most WTF Bowser boss in the game for sure. Like, okay, we're just gonna fight a giant dude. We're gonna fight a giant robot, just out of nowhere with no warning whatsoever. I guess that's pretty cool though. So once again, we'll do a little bit of a rotation magic here, and we're gonna go ahead and give this guy a nice beating because that's what we do. So yes, as you can see, there is a bit of a new mechanic, not really mechanic, but sort of like conditions in this fight, where basically you can't hurt him. As you can see, that just did like no damage at all. In fact, I don't think it did damage. So what you need to do, it might have done a tiny bit of damage, but you need to attack his head, and the only way you can get to his head is if he's in the lake. So if he, yeah, basically this whole fight's gonna be about you and him knocking each other back and forth to try and knock each other into the lake. If you knock him into the lake, you can punch his head for massive damage. If he knocks you into the lake, which I don't think I've showed this off really, but if he knocks you into the lake, he'll actually combo attack you for quite a bit of damage. I'd say about maybe a sixth of your health or so. So you can do a pretty decent amount of your damage by knocking you into the lake, so make sure that doesn't happen. Now, there's only really one way he can knock you back, but it's actually a pretty tough move to dodge. So I don't know. It's an interesting boss fight. So make sure the goal is obviously knock him in the lake. You can keep him in the lake by punching him as he tries to get out. You can usually only get 1 or 2 rounds before he escapes. It gets harder and harder to keep him in the lake every time you knock him back in there. If any of those Moffle moles, I want to keep calling them Monty moles, and also there's a bunch of Croffles with a giant Fawful bomb on them. That's really funny. So this tower works for Fawful then, I guess? I don't know. But as you can see, the Moffle moles will try to heal his head, just burn them off before they get his next turn, else he will heal his head for quite a bit of damage. I could probably want to heal them full from here. So, unless you want all your hard work to go to waste, use your flare whenever the Monty moles come out, and you'll do a little bit of damage to him, and more importantly, you'll kill them. And that's the most important thing. Anyways, you can see the main his main attack really that you're going to have to deal with is this bomb. As you can see, you're going to basically have to play like a little bit of a ping pong sort of Link versus Ganon-esque fight where you're basically knocking the thing back and forth. So slide across the punch. Make sure it's level with you. Obviously, don't do it too late. Don't do it too early either, because if it's not level with your punch, the bomb will go right over your punch and hit you, and then you'll have screwed up accidentally. Which is kind of annoying though, because the whole sliding across mechanic for the DS sometimes is just very finicky. So sometimes you just won't slide across properly, and then the bomb will hit you. And every time the bomb hits you, you'll go back quite a distance. So not only does it get you closer to getting hurt, it's going to knock you back even farther. It's going to obviously mean you'll have to take longer in order to hit him into the water again and do more damage to him. That being said, we've done quite a bit of damage to him so far. So far, so good. We're just going to go ahead and use this fire, get rid of the freaking Monty moles because they're annoying little jerk faces. And he does have one other attack. He's going to shut off right now. Great. So his other attack is he's going to send a bunch of leaf guys over with bombs. So now we're going to use our fire counterattack once again. Just tap in the direction you want to shoot your fire. And you're going to shoot your fire. And you're going to kill all the bombs. All of the bombs. Every single bomb is going to die. Just make sure you don't shoot too rapidly, or else your fire will run out and you won't be able to kill the bombs. And these guys can actually combo you for a lot of damage if you screw up. So make sure you do that properly, or you're going to be in pain. So make sure things do that. You just do it right, or ouchies for you, basically. As you can see, he's still kind of far away from the lake. If we get the bomb thing right, he's going to do this attack instead. Okay, great. The cool thing about this attack, and hopefully we can show this off, is this is, I believe, the first chance of the game you can actually get... Oh, well, there we go. Mushrooms. So mushrooms in the giant Bowser boss fights, you have to get them through these attacks somehow. So by fighting the enemies, ow, freaking bombs. Just make sure you don't screw yourself over by letting the mushrooms. If you need to get rid of a mushroom in order to basically stop yourself, I'm out of fire. Kill the mushroom guys if it means you can avoid taking damage, because sometimes if they're blocking a bunch of bombs, it's worth killing the mushroom just to make sure you can kill the bomb guys and not get hurt. But there's an example of using the mushrooms so you can get healed for 50% of the health, I believe it was. It's a pretty significant amount, so if you can get those mushrooms, they can obviously keep you alive in these long giant Bowser boss fights. that being said, they're not really that necessary for this guy anyway. He's not too tough as long as you can counterattack the bomb thing properly. He's not that bad. In fact, he's already at 2/3 health, and we're almost gonna knock him to the lake here, I believe. Come on, get in there. Close, close, very close. Okay, if we can get this next attack, we'll be good to go. It's gonna be the bomb one. So here we go. Bomb dudes, come at me, bros. And I slid. I totally slid that, and apparently just freaking touch controls were just like, nope, no you didn't. And boy, he has like a giant gaping hole in his face. I'm just beating the crap out of this guy. But unfortunately, knocked his back, and the Monty Moles are back. Great. Great. Well, in that case, we're going to have to blow some more fire. So unfortunately, we can't even use this turn to knock him back, but if we can attack the bomb attack, if he does the bomb attack, we can knock him in the water anyway, and all will be well. So bring on the... Okay, bomb again. Can we redeem ourselves from the last time? Here we go. Punch. Come on, I got this. I got this. I got this. Just let me... freaking hell! This guy can, if you get just the whole sliding thing, sometimes it's a lot harder than you think it is. Oh, we are almost in the water. Oh boy, okay, we can knock this guy back a bit. As much as I want to show off him comboing me, I don't want to show it off because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to risk dying. I actually died to this guy in my practice file. Those bombs, this attack right here, it can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. And his jumping attack on you in the first place can do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. So... or his jumping attack is in like what he does. He'll basically, if you fall in the water, he'll go move over to you and start jumping on you multiple times. I'm just gonna kill these mushrooms. As much as I could use a little bit of healing, I don't need it that badly, and I'd rather not get comboed by these dudes and take hits like that. But I actually died to this guy in this practice file, so this guy's not as easy as you think he is. Those bombs can be really tough to do. I mean, I'm sure many of you have played. Obviously, probably plenty of you have already played this game who are watching this video. I'm sure you guys can attest. This guy's not as easy, and not. I mean, it's not bad, but the whole sliding thing, anything that's touch screen control can sometimes be a little finicky. Freaking hell! Come on! Just want to kill this dude. Is that so hard to ask, game? Just want to punch this dude in the face. We can move on our merry way. All right. More Monty Moles. Come on, tired of the Monty Moles brigade. Just freaking perish, Monty Moles. Perish. All of them. Okay, they're technically Moffle Moles, but they're Monty Moles. Close enough. I do like how there's good minions and bad minions in a way. Like there's the well, actually, Armand like Fumble doesn't really have any other minions that are. There we go. Wow, just one hit that time. He didn't even try. I mean, he has a lot of minions that are just like, well, okay, they're like the fat Goombas and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, are these Monty Moles from Bowser's army? They're hypnotized. Are they just Monty Moles that Fumble made? I don't know. Who knows where these enemies came from? Who knows why they're in a giant tower of a dude? Okay, if we can get this bomb, obviously, if you hit, I think you have more success of hurting him. I think if you aim it upwards, if you slide too early, it'll shoot the bomb upwards. If you slide a little bit later, it'll aim the bomb downwards a bit, and that's the one he can't counterattack. So it's really a matter of I think it's more of a matter of getting the timing right than actually just doing the back and forth. It's just so hard to get the timing that you're probably going to have to do a lot of this back and forth. Stay in the water, you fool! Alright, I think one more attack can do this here. As long as I get a decent attack here. Good? Is that good enough? Is that good enough? I think that's good enough. He is dead. The tower, well, I guess I can go ahead and see the boss's name. This is actually called the tower. Well, I'm going to have to. I'm going to put it in the description. So I obviously have to say the name. This is called the Tower of Yikk. Why it's called the Tower of Yikk? That's going to be a story for the next episode, guys. Not that this episode's wrapping up, it's only still about a minute and a half. We're gonna get some HP first, another 4 HP. Not bad, we actually got 2 levels. 2 levels up, hey! Hey-oh! Not too bad. Can we get some good defense here too? 3? I'll take it. So a couple good levels up for Bowser. We're gonna go ahead and move our DS back to the normal view. And now, well, that's all that she wrote. So we can't really progress anywhere though. There's still those switches to deal with. So has anything changed? Well, as you might possibly expect, now that we've fought the tower, what we're going to do in the next episode is explore the tower, and things are going to get rather interesting. What we find in the tower, it's a bit interesting what's going to be coming on here. So here's your little view for the inside. There's a very foreboding elevator. That guy's face, who is this guy? Well, guys, we are going to find out next time. We're over 6,000 coins already. Holy crap. I'm pretty sure there's nothing new in the shop. I'll take a quick check, I guess. Anything? Anything at all? No, not really. So I guess we'll just, nothing? No. So I guess we'll just quickly save it, and, in the next episode, guys, we're going to be exploring the Tower of Yikk. Oh, you can see the name right there. There we go. Tower of Yikk. I didn't spoil it. And we're going to figure out who this Yikk person is, why he has a tower, and what we're going to find in this tower robot thing. That'll be our exploration for next time. So stay tuned for more Bowser's Inside Story. Thanks for watching.